Oh, it's live. This is awesome. This is freaking fantastic. Hey, everybody, it's MOTU Joe, and it has been several weeks. You might even be able to hear just a little bit. I got a cold. I got the crud. It's not COVID, thankfully, but I did get hit with the crud. The whole family pretty much did. So, ugh. But that means this is a great opportunity for things to pile up like this and like this and like all around me here and have an opportunity. Let it pile up. Come and share it all and do it all live in one shot. So with that, we've got some Mondo. We've got a Big Bad Toy Store order. We've got some information with Mock Masters coming. We've got a whole slew of sealed and package, meaning the actual shipping boxes, all that stuff that's going to come up here live right now. What's going on? Yes, we're live. We're live. And we're going to see how long I can keep going. It's the first time, like I said, just get over the cold. So let's just do it. Let's just do this. Let's see what everyone, let's see what else here. Okay. Brock Snyder, good friend of ours. Love you, Brock. Had a bunch of stuff that came from shipper boxes, much like this. And I believe most of this stuff was from Entertainment Earth. But you can see that these are original shipper boxes. 2 packs here. And this one is Faker. 2-pack Origins Faker sealed there. So there's 2 of them in here, right? So we got one of these. There's a lot of this. Okay, so I'm going to go through almost all of these first. And there are quite a few. There are quite a few in sealed box. So 2-pack of Faker. We have a 2-pack of Anti-Eternia He-Man. Also, fun little tidbit, it's the new computer. I mentioned it last time I went live. I got a new computer, and this is the first time doing it. I am actually using the integrated webcam on this one, so I'm not ecstatic with the filtration and color on it so far. It seems a little bit muted, and I even still have the webcam light on, so we're going to give it a shot. That's, if you're noticing a little color difference, that's what's up. All right, there's some more big stuff here. There's a lot of stuff. There's a ton of stuff actually here, and we are going to be digging into a few different things as well. So not just a bunch of this stuff. There's a lot. We've got the Road Ripper and Mechanic. So this is the 2-pack. There's 2 of them here, right? Yeah. 2 pieces. Again, sealed. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy that there was even that many of these things. And I mean, there's a lot. It just keeps coming. There's tons of this stuff. This one here is, wow, this one's actually older. This is Sky Sled. Adam and Sky Sled. 3 pieces in this box. That's kind of unusual. Get a 3-piece box like that. But, yep, that one's sealed. They're in that. Oh, what else could there be? Yes. This is 2 pieces. This is the Battlefield. This one is freaking epic. I actually really, I don't know why I love that. I mean, I love that set. I know why I love that set, but having this and this, I dig it. Again, this seems really big, doesn't it? For what was in there. It's pretty large, but again, sealed 2-pack. There's more, right? Yeah. Look right here. This is Stridor 2-pack, 2 pieces. Obviously, this is an Entertainment Earth grab. So this is something that was done through their wholesale program at some point. I myself do not have a wholesale account through them. So I'm not exactly sure how, but congratulations on Brock for getting these however he did. Land Shark, 2 pieces. Again, sealed shipper boxes. What the goal here is for me is I kind of envision between all of the boxes that I have from going back to Power Cons and using some of them to ship stuff back from Power Cons and other things I've picked up over the years, I actually have more than enough to fill a pallet. And I kind of want to fill a pallet with boxed product just to kind of have that feel of, wow, that's a full pallet of unopened toys. Oh, like, I don't know why, but that just seems so, I think it'd be freaking really cool. I think it would be really freaking cool. Don't know if it's doable. I know I have enough empty boxes combined with these. I think I can get to pretty close to a full pallet, but yeah, we'll see. But there's more. There's more. Look at this one. Roton, 2 pieces. It doesn't say that on this side, but this side had the shipping label, so I'm just keeping that on this side. I can't believe how much more there's still more. There's still more. Okay. You know what? I said I was going to go through all that stuff, but there's still some stuff down at the bottom here. We'll get to that in just a second. All right, we'll get to that one in just a second. Let's show you something that is not MOTU related. This is kind of different. This is definitely different for me. Friend of ours, Bob, wound up reaching out to a bunch of us here in Michigan. He wound up finding somebody that was selling of these, and I was like, yep, I'm in. I got to get one. And it's pretty freaking cool. Look at that. Now, it even, our chin's eyes sticking out the bottom there. That's not good, right? But what is cool is that there's different little pieces in here. It can actually pad up so it can get higher up on your head. The straps tight, but it also even came with the little plastic, the fabric that still goes over your head. Freaking alien, dude. It's really freaking cool. And for like $35-40, I was like, yeah, I'm in. My son put it on immediately. Who doesn't like Predator, man? This is a freaking killer piece. Again, not MOTU, but still freaking really wicked. And yeah, it's fun, man. It's a fun little piece. And like I said, it came with a little plastic fabric piece that can go underneath, and whatever. Pretty damn cool, huh? I like it. Oh, another thing. So within this issue of Superpowers, there is a Mask short story. I forgot about this. A lot of the comics back then did these little crossovers or little blurb stories or short stories within other comics, and He-Man was definitely one of them. The DC did a whole bunch of series where they were little excerpts in there. But inside of this, oh, wow, this is so freaking cool. Inside is a gloss, right? So that's extra, right? That's a little extra. There's a gloss insert for Mask. And it's a comic, right? But inside the comic, they wind up turning it into, all right, comic, but then it turns into a toy catalog. How freaking cool is that? You've got clothing. I didn't even know they did a jacket like that. That makes sense. There's tennis shoes. Wow. I mean, yeah. Now I have a little bit of a checklist to go find some of this stuff. Oh, come on. Dang it. Now I got to find those. All right. I didn't even know that existed. Did you guys know that tent existed? They made a Mask Rhino tent. And then I know we definitely saw this. I know people remember this one, but I do forget about that big wheel. How cool is that? You've got the train set, which I actually do have, and I've got the slot car set as well. There's another version of it as well, but that's freaking cool. And even the last page, there's that's different. I don't remember that one. Books and games. I'm going to have to research that. Check that out, guys. Look at the bottom there. That game, those larger boxes do not look familiar. The game board does, but those books, they say books, but I don't know. Then it says a Camaro for your parents and a room full of Mask toys for yourself. The Mask sweepstakes. Holy crap. I don't remember that they even did that. They did a Mask Camaro sweepstakes. You could register to win a Camaro. What do you say we send in the form? See what happens. That is freaking cool. Dude, that is a hell of a little tidbit in there. So this is Superpowers November 86, number 3. So if you're looking for that, you might be able to get that catalog, because I got a checklist, right? We know that the catalog for He-Man, the 86 catalog, is pretty epic. Collectors like myself strive to get that, but it's like they put a little version of the Mask catalog inside of a comic, which is freaking brilliant. I freaking love it. By the way, if there are any comments, for whatever reason, they are not populating, so I can't see them right now, but don't worry, I'll hit you back up and message you back whenever I see the stuff. Okay, so that was the Mask. Ooh. Little Retro Rags limited action here, but not really. This is the 4 Horsemen. Yes. Father Christmas variant. This is the dealer exclusive. This is the green version. So we did a green version of Santa and the shirts as well. So again, any of the projects that we put out products for through Retro Rags, tied with the Figure Obscuras, the 4 Horsemen toy lines, or any of that stuff, I always try to snag the figure, because it's cool. It's in a ancillary part of the team, right? To just kind of help. It's freaking cool. It's really cool. I love it. And there's one more piece. This one's big though. This actually won Toy Action Figure of the Year, the Headless Horseman. And this is the green variant. So this version where it's green and he's got the pumpkin is glowing green, the smoke is green, the fire around the flames and stuff, it's all green. This is a spectacular piece. And again, this is their vendor exclusives, right? So you have to be an authorized dealer to get that, and then you can go pick them up. Okay, switching gears to oh, dang it, the stupid cold. Switching gears to the deluxe Skeletor. Oh my God. There have been so many people posting videos and different things about this. I will not bore everyone to the nth degree of what is all in here, but most people already understand and know. You've got Dragon Blaster Skeletor. You've got regular Skeletor, but you can also do Terror Claws, right? And you got Battle Armor Skeletor. This is a spectacular piece. We've seen all people making all sorts of poses with the cape, because the cape has the wires in it, so it can look like it's flowing, but it can still hold position. This is spectacular. This actually is more robust than the deluxe He-Man version, because of just the nature of what Skeletor comes with. It is a really, really cool set, and I did buy 2. This one will get opened. I did actually open it out of the box, took it out, look at the little dragon, the smoke blast. Dude, they just keep upping the game. Mondo just keeps improving and upping their game. You know, I'm a fan. You know, and I wasn't shy about it early on, and I'm still not going to shy about it early on. I was hesitant with them because it was a long time for the first products to come out. They seemed very similar, which I understand Buck and reusing them. And then Scareglow happened, and I was like, come on. But from that moment on, they have just been like, bam, 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 bam. You see the video, like, smack, smack, smack. They're just smacking the competition, man. This stuff is sick. Beastman is ready to come out. I got a delivery notice, but apparently DHL has a signature now. So I got a delivery notice for a cartoon Trap Jaw. It was here. I was going to show you, but I missed them. So Monday we'll have the Trap Jaw in-house. The Filmation variant version. They're just nailing it. They're nailing it. The cats were amazing. Seriously, if there's any problems or any challenges that ever come up, they're Johnny on the spot. You message them, you say, boom. Like, I just, you know, it's good, really good, and they should be recognized as such. So yeah, man, I'm a Mondo fan, big time, big Mondo fan now. And again, for those who have been fans of me, it didn't start out that way, but they have won me over hand over fist, and I freaking love what they've been doing, and I'm very glad that they've had success. I really am. Hey, Wayne, what's going on, man? Curious as to loose cases from Mockmaster. Can you explain, please? Oh, yeah, I can, and I can actually show you one real quick here. This is going to be our Mego case. So this one, in an interesting twist, is a double dip, meaning that this actually fixed the boxed Megos. And boxed Megos sell at a pretty substantial clip greater than the carded Mego figures do. And when speaking with Mego about some of the information and stuff, this was something that they felt was pretty strong. And we felt the same thing because there's a lot of Megos from back in the day that don't have a good case, even loose, right? So this product will allow even Thor with his helmet on to still stand inside of this case loose, right? But it also fits the boxed figures perfectly. It does not accommodate Barbie. It's not calling out for Barbie. But as you can imagine, there's an awful lot of figures now that are that 7-inch mark, you know, in the Marvel Legends series and a lot of other things. This is going to accommodate a lot of things. This is also going to work rather well for Mythic Legions, in particular when you have custom pieces and other things. And let's say the card back or the little blister that normally comes with Mythic Legions isn't there. This is going to be a great solution for customs and pieces like that as well. So this is for Mego boxed and Mego loose figures. Secondarily, there's actually 4 products that are coming out. The loose 3 3/4. So your standard 3 3/4 inch figure, we will have a loose case for that. That will also stand. So unlike most of the other ones, which are simply reusing parts, pieces, meaning existing molds of part providers, meaning they're making car parts or little parts, and they're just reusing that factory's case, ours are scratch. We are custom creating them so that way they are going to stand. So if you have it on the counter, you can stand them on the counter. Now the current ones don't do that. Ours, of course, are always going to be UV. All of them will be UV. We've all walked through a trade show. We've all walked through toy stores and other things. And I don't fault the toy stores and the conventions and people like. It's the producers of the cases. The past were using inferior products. They were using just standard PET, thin PET. All PET can degrade with UV exposure unless you put UV additives in it. It also blocks UV, blocks all that stuff. Our cases aren't going to yellow. Our cases are going to be thicker, and they will accommodate the 3 3/4, and they will allow you to stand, so they can stand up vertically on your countertop. We also have a 3 3/4 deluxe, so the figures that had like a bigger sound backpack, like the audio ones that for G.I. Joe, and so there'll be a bigger space. It probably about the same depth, but a little bit wider, so accommodate more accessories and other things that came with 3 3/4 inch figures back then. And then, of course, the 5.5 inch. We will have a 5.5 inch case. Again, they have a foot, so they all stand. Ours will be it's a square shape, much deeper than some of the current cases that are offered out there. Again, UV. So we have 4 products that are currently in development. The exact release dates are still TBD. So we will keep you up to date. I promise I will let you guys know when all that stuff's going to happen, and we'll make sure that Mockmaster's pages and all that stuff has that information. So don't want to drone too long on Mockmasters. I love it. I'm going to always, talk about the product because it's far superior. I love it. Obviously own it, along with Brock. And one of the things that has been the hot button and been doing very well is the classics. So when I go live, this is part 1 of part 2. Part 2 is going to be back in the toy room tomorrow. Foreshadowing. We'll go live, and I'm going to show what the collection looks like in the new MOTUC cases. So again, Mockmasters has crystal clear design specifically for classics. This has been a freaking really good home run for us, and they're currently available. And of course, all of our products are currently in stock. Everything is available. We ship worldwide. So there you go. Yay. There's the loose answers, man. Hey, Jeff, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Sorry. Still getting over this a little bit. Hey, what is up, MOTU Merch, man? How are you, bud? Just was answering Wayne's question about Mockmasters Loose and when they're coming out and what's going on with that. But there's a whole bunch more to dive into. One of the things that we're going to dive into is, well, you're going to see just a quick flash of that box there. One of the things that we do, just the last touch on the Mockmasters, is we do research our products, and there is a case that is available in the UK now. And we made sure to pick one up to see, and this is it. The reason why we grab the products is in particular, this particular company is claiming that they're UV and not saying that they're not. That's why I have the product here. We want to make sure that we understand and customers understand that all PET is UV resistant. UV resistant is not UV safe. We know the difference. We just don't recognize it when we hear. We just, oh yeah, yep, that's marketing. It's advertising. It's doing its job. It's up to the consumer to understand and know the difference between UV resistant or just the term resistant and safe. Right? Watches back in the 80s, right? Oh, wow, water resistant. And you freaking get a swatch and then freaking ruined, right? Oh, but then you get the Casio that's waterproof to 50 meters. You didn't have any issues, right? Resistant versus proof. We want to just make sure that this actually is UV, and we track. We make sure. We don't want to have people making false claims because we put the time, energy, and effort in. And we put the cost in to make sure that we're delivering an actual UV safe product. So we're going to check it out and make sure. But the cool thing is, they're based in the UK, so that doesn't matter really. But the cool thing is that I was able to get a random toy, yes, from our good buddy Matt Walford in the UK to help me with, again, a very obscure thing. I don't know. You know what? This will be fun. This will be fun. Let's be different. Who here can tell me what this is? That's it. Tell me who this is. We'll hook you up. I'll send you a little something. We'll say, but if anyone can tell me who this is, what that's from, first correct answer, I'll hook you up a little something. Thank you, Matt, for sending that over to me. I really do appreciate that. That is freaking awesome. Yeah. Do we have a right? No, we have the right. We have the right answer. Do we know what it's from? I'm assuming, Adam, you guessed what it is. You know what it's from, right? Yeah. There we go. She's from Popeye, Eric Russell. Both you guys are pretty much. Adam got the Sea Hag, so we'll hook you guys up, man. That's freaking awesome. It is. It's the Mezco Popeye. I was able to get into that series a little bit. I loved Popeye growing up. So when I saw almost the whole series in a loose bag at, I think it was Kane County, or maybe it was the Great Ohio Toy Show last summer, I picked it up. I had to pick it up. So, but there's more. Oh, geez. All right. So these are just empty boxes. Again, Brock was unloading a few things, and this is the actual display boxes. Now, I couldn't say no. Yes, let me get those. In particular, yes, this is an amazing packaging. Look at this. This stuff is freaking cool. Why would we just let this stuff go to waste? This is, wow. Yeah, these are just empty boxes. That's why I'm not dwelling and spending a whole lot of time on them. But yeah, all three con exclusives, all three. So this crazy spinning box, that does the hope open thing. Yeah, that's in there. Freaking awesome. All right, this is still piling up crazy over here. So I mentioned just a little bit ago that there's part 1 and part 2, right? So part 2, we're going to dive into going into the other room, but we're going to take some time and go through all of this. All of this, just a little snippet. That's a package. I got a little bit. Here's a little snippet. This is the Master of the Universe. Hereby certify that this was following item used. This is a storyboard. This is a storyboard from an unproduced scene. The scene didn't actually make it in the movie, but this is a storyboard from the making of the Master of the Universe live action movie. And you can see some graphics and some directions as to what was going to take place in there. But this is just a little sample of what all of this stuff is. Obviously, this is a piece from, I believe it was from Italy. There is I believe is that Brave Star? Or is that nope, this one is the Return of Griffin. So this is the actual storyboard, the entire storyboard, but this is the final copy. This isn't a recopy. This is a copy from back then. So it still is a copy, right? Copy's a copy. But this There are movie cells. There are lost commercial cells. There are storyboards. There's all of this stuff. That's what we're going to dive into tomorrow during the second live. So part 2. Part 2, we're going to dive into this paper good stuff. Mouse jaw. Mouse jaw. Yes. Question did come up. This does actually fit in the Ghostbusters case for Bachmasters. So the GBTC, what happens is when you put it in the case, this is a perfect straight card, right? You'll have to do this. It just does this little wave. That's it. That's all it'll do. And then it'll fit inside of the Ghostbuster case perfect. This is the same size as Mossman. So you'll be good to go. Speaking of the TMNT crossover, that's what's in the Big Bad Twister box. And Donnie is the first one I took out. So here we have our crossovers with Donnie. Oh, Donatello was my favorite turtle. It is my favorite turtle, I should say, not was, but is my favorite turtle. Always was drawn to him, and it makes sense that he is Man-at-Arms. But what else is in here? It's a very good size box from BBTS. So let's take a look. Okay, yep. The He-Man. Got He-Man, put him in his box. Got the Map Master right there. Snap. Good to go. Put Donnie in there. Do you ever get a song stuck in your head? Most people have had this happen at some point or another. But I have had Sanford and Son. All the time. Like I'll just be walking in the hallway and I'll I barely even watched Sanford and Son when I was a kid. Why is it always whatever? I dropped the case. All right, so we've got Leo. I like how the sword comes apart. Have a little nostalgia. Have a what do we want to call that? A 2000X homage, tipping of the hat to Skeletor? Do we want to call that a Masterverse Revelation thing going on there with this? I don't know, but I do think the crossover is pretty cool. I like how people immediately shunned it and shut it down. Like, no, that's not happening. That's not real. Those aren't real. Like, you know, I think it was bound to happen. What the heck? That's crazy. All right. I didn't realize that they actually had I didn't pay attention. Okay. I admit I didn't pay attention. I didn't realize that they had the rubber masks in the back. That's pretty freaking cool. They stretch over his head. That's freaking cool. I like it. All right. Dang it. I can feel the stupid cold. Man, just a reminder, take care of yourselves, okay? Take care of yourselves. There's more. Yes. I'm like, wait a second. Why did I miss that? That was the Skeletor film cartoon version. I'm sitting here looking at the turtles going, what the hell are they? What am I missing? He was delayed. That's why I didn't remember it. I'm like, that's the film. Okay, I needed that guy. So that Skeletor was the one I was waiting on. It was supposed to come. I was waiting, and finally it showed up in the loop or add to my loop pile. I am pretty excited for Krang. I think that's going to be pretty freaking sick. I think, too, if they do a Krang, obviously Krang is Megator. Where would Titus be? What could Titus be? I think Titus is going to be a mech suit. I have no standing for that, no foundations, no proof whatsoever. I just feel that's going to be a mech suit, and anyone could then become Titus in some capacity. Who knows? What do we got here? Fan favorite She-Ra. Okay. So some of these fan favorites are it's just a little corner. It's just an identifier. But some of those I was missing. And this was one of the ones that I was missing. But I got to get more cases there over there. All right. There's no more. There's still more. Yes. All right. The Masterverse Evelyn. Many of these people have already gotten, I get it, but I let my loot pile up pretty nice and big so that way I could just have one shipment, which is one of the beautiful things and awesome service that is Big Bad Toy Store. What else? Okay, there is a, yes, there it is. That is pretty freaking cool. Yeah, Grildor and Orko. That's pretty freaking cool. That is, I like Orko. I like that he is now, Orko the Great. He still has a sense of humor, but he's connected the dots now, and he's met what he's capable of. And I still think that if the series continues, we might even get to see the unnamed one. Who knows? I mean, obviously it's set up for some other things. I'm not saying anything about the current series. I know some people haven't watched it yet, so I'm going to be spoiler free. All I'll tell you is that the Revolution, I freaking loved it. All 5 episodes, I didn't have a single issue with. I'm not even picking anything apart. Most fans went crazy on the first 2, and I just thought that was ridiculous. It's a different take. This is awesome. I freaking love it. It's set up to continue. Will it? Who knows? But if it does, I think seeing the unnamed one at some point would be pretty freaking cool. If you don't know who the unnamed one is, feel free to hit me up. What up, Joe? Hey, thanks, Manuel. Thanks for tuning in. I love that 2-pack. It's pretty freaking cool. Hey, what's up, KY, man? Hey, congratulations. I watched your boys' fights. That's freaking awesome. It really is a lot of fun. I used to train heavily in jiu-jitsu and actually fought and did a couple boxing fights and some MMA. So I love it, man. I think it's fantastic that you're in there too doing it with them. So kudos to you, man. I sincerely mean that. Okay, a non-MOTU item. Oh, I've been waiting for this. People have been waiting for this one for 2. It is one of. It will almost. Yeah, I could say it'll put a tear in my eye. Just about every single time I watch it, and it's the Iron Giant. When I saw this version, the metallic Iron Giant version coming out, I was like, "Yep, I'm going to get it." It's very light, so it does make me wonder. Is it a durable type toy? This is obviously an adult toy. This is meant for kids to play with. It's not that type of durability, but he's also a thinner toy anyway. The whole mechanics of them are pretty small or thin, but the Iron Giant, awesome movie. Love the movie. I'm not a fan that there's a crack in the blister, though. That's not cool. But, oh well. That's not the end of the world. Okay. So that's the last of the Big Bad Toy Store box. There's going to be more to the tease of tomorrow's live. I talked about this, right? All these print materials. You can see behind me, Snake Mountain Mega Constructs. That was the Christmas present from the family. And my son and I put it together. He did the one half. He did the waterfall lava side, and I did the snake side. And it was cool. It was a fun thing. He did his half, and then he was done before I was. I had some other things to still do, so I slowed down just a little bit. But he rocked it. And it's freaking, if you don't have that set pales, puts Grayskull to shame, honestly. I love the Grayskull set, but that thing is a whole nother level. 3,802 pieces or 3,804, whatever. Just call it 4,000 pieces because it's going to feel like 10,000 pieces when you're putting it all together. It's a ton, and it takes a lot of time. That's cool, dude. Hey, from Argentina. How are you, Leonardo? So to continue to tease, why do we want to tune in tomorrow? Well, aside from seeing cells, panos, history of that type of stuff, we have some other type of history to share with you as well. In particular, you guys have seen me talk a little bit about this piece, which is original, unproduced, pre-production drawings and sketches from John Hollis when he worked at Mattel. And this is his version, his concept to bring Gygor, the big Jim gorilla, right? And bring it back and use it as a personnel carrier for the good guys. Meanwhile, this is harder to see. The bad guys would have the same type of thing, but you can barely see that they'd be more like little troll guys that rode on the shoulders, and they had wings and stuff. So this is a pre-production piece from John Hollis when he worked at Mattel, and this is something that I was able to add to the collection. But you also heard me talking about a live auction that took place through Heritage Auctions, and they had more of his collection, which I also teased and said that people were going to have an opportunity to pick up and buy. Well, I also was going to bid on those pieces too, because I helped curate and help John get these things put into place and help things that I'm still a customer and a fan too. So I signed up and I wound up bidding on pieces. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what is in this box. I have 5 or 6 more pieces in here that we're going to share and show tomorrow. It'll be mid-afternoon tomorrow. I'm going to try to get in it before. I'm going to try to get in before the AFC game because the NFC game is at 6:30. Yes, I'm a Lions fan. Been a Lions fan. I grew up being a Chicago fan because I live in Arizona, and we moved here and there to the Michigan area. Lions were always there. They're your home team. So it's been an awesome, painful journey to get here. So I really hope that they win, and I'm looking forward to that. So I don't want to interfere with any of the NFL fans and plans tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get on early before the first game comes on. We'll go through that box. We'll show you the pieces that are in there. There's a couple really freaking cool pieces. And I think people are going to be shocked. Anyone could have got in on those things. Anybody, if you have a credit card, all you had to do was be able to, anyone could have, it was amazing. And we're going to go through that stuff. And I think that's about, last of the sealed in box stuff. Wind Raider, 2-pack, shipper box. Point Dread Talon Fighter set, 2 pieces, which I did also open one up over Christmas. And I really do like it. I like that the blaster, this can go on the top instead of the radar disc. And then the top piece can come off when you have the base. It can actually work as a base station, not just a useless piece of plastic like the old version. I like that little addition. And the last piece for the night until tomorrow, it is a Castle Grayskull in shipper box. So that, ladies and gentlemen, will conclude or pretty much wrap up what I had to do or wanted to share with you all today. And I really do appreciate you tuning in and having some fun. I get it. We all have lives. We all have different things that we all want to do. And for me, this is just fun to share. Whether it's one person that tunes in, no people that tune in, or 150 people that tune in, I enjoy it. It's fun. I love the banter with all of you. KY, thanks again, man. Yes, The Iron Giant was a great movie. I really hope that they did a second one. They left it so they could, right? It all came back together. Boop, 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 boop. So let's see. We'll see what happens. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you all tomorrow, mid-afternoon. I'm going to try to get on, like I said, before the first game. And have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye. We'll see you tomorrow.